You can try to control people, situations, and outcomes all you want in your life. However, this control that you have is just going to end up burning you and hurting you in the end. Because the thing is, life is like this big horse that you're riding, all right? And this horse is just full of energy and life, and it's trying to take you places. And sure, we can have a plan on where we're trying to go and the destination. However, we're holding these reins and we're trying to go to this place. But life, the horse, is trying to take us in the opposite direction. So what do we do? What do we controllers try to do? We try to yank these reins in the way that we want to go. We're like, no, this is the plan. We're supposed to go that way. We're not supposed to go this way. And what ends up happening is that these reins of control just end up burning our hands and hurting us because we're unable to just release this control and allow ourselves to go with the ebbs and flow of how life is. Because the natural way that the universe works is that we can make plans and we can set goals. It's not always going to work out the way that we want it to work. And we just hold on to this comfort of control because it gives us this fake illusion that we can influence these outcomes and these situations. But at the end of the day, if something's gonna happen and it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. And so yanking these reins into the direction you want it to go isn't doing anything but hurting yourself. And so how can we allow ourselves to release this grip a little bit and allow these reins to not hurt us so much and kind of flow with this horse of life instead of just holding on for dear life? It starts with one, awareness that you have this control and micromanaging going on. That's amazing. And surrender to uncertainty. Part of control is that we always want to know what's going to happen next, what's the next step, where we're going to end up, planning vigorously on our futures and all that kind of stuff. And we're afraid of uncertainty. We're afraid of that unknown. So that control gives us this imaginary feeling of certainty in some way. It semblances certainty. And so if we release that need to know for sure what's going to happen and just embrace uncertainty in our futures, in our plans that we make, we end up being more at peace when things maybe don't go exactly the way that we want it to go, because we embrace uncertainty, we embrace the unknown. So don't be so afraid of what's coming or the uncertainty of life, because that's the beauty of it. We don't know what's gonna happen next. And not getting so married to certain outcomes. Yes, we can plan a destination all we want with this horse of life. However, if we just release these grips a little bit, maybe we'll end up in a destination that we never knew that can be a thing. Maybe we'll end up in somewhere so much more beautiful that we couldn't have even fathomed we'd be there. But we got there because we released these reins just a little bit, and we allowed this horse of life to take us there, rather than just trying to yank it in one way and getting so worked up on the destination that we thought we were supposed to go. Because ultimately the universe is gonna take us where it knows we are meant to be. And we're meant to be might be so much more amazing than what we planned. And so just allowing ourselves to go with the flow and allowing destinations to change, plans to change, because we don't know what the universe is going to give to us. And so when we allow ourselves to kind of flow with life, life takes us in places and directions that we never knew could be possible. And the possibilities end up being endless because you're not so caught up on one end goal, on one situation, on one outcome. You're open to all outcomes. And so the universe will give you what you're meant to have. And what you're meant to have can be so much more beautiful than what you think you are meant to have. Practice self-compassion on this horse of life. Yes, your horse is going to stumble. It's going to fall. It's maybe going to go a little bit, taking the long route to the destination or switching gears, but that's okay. You need to have compassion for yourself and your horse, knowing and trusting that you are going in the right direction. You are doing the right things. You are on the right path. And even if that path isn't the exact one that you wanted, again, having compassion for yourself and allowing yourself to stumble a little bit and water your horse, filling your cup on that way to wherever it is you want to go. Having compassion and forgiveness for yourself, having grace for yourself, okay? Because we just beat ourselves up too often for the little things, for making mistakes, for changing plans or having plans change on us, on not achieving our goals in the exact time frame that we wanted to achieve it. Sometimes things take longer or things change, and that's okay. Just giving yourself that grace and compassion and forgiving yourself is so important because we just are so hard on ourselves. However, if we were with a friend or a loved one, we wouldn't be beating them up on their mistakes. We'd be embracing them and building them up. So we need to take that and do it for ourselves, okay? Because life is just so much more beautiful when you are able to be compassionate to yourself and give yourself grace, because we're not always going to get it right, and that is okay. And lastly, adaptability. Allow yourself to be adaptable to different situations and different outcomes, and allow yourself to go with the ebbs and flow of life and the ebbs and flow of this life horse that's taking you on a wild ride. Embracing this wild ride, being happy with the hectic and chaos that comes with life, all right? And the pain that sometimes comes with life, because you can't have the good and the amazing and the highs without those lows that come with it. And so just being adaptable and allowing life to flow in the way it's supposed to flow and riding this horse kind of fearlessly, I would say, because life can be scary sometimes, but if we come at it with this fearlessness and this adaptability and this acceptance that we're ready for whatever comes our way, it's not so scary anymore. And so allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to be adaptable and not be so worked up on the little things. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna go the way that we're supposed to go. Because that's how it works. So instead of trying to control every step of the way in your journey, try releasing those reins just a little bit and allow the horse of life to take you into new and exciting places. It might be the most liberating thing that you'll ever do. You got this.